Okay, I'm back on the Lexus today, and after driving this with the AF Dynamic air filter cold air, uh, after 20,000 miles, I thought I'd take a look at it, maybe service it, maybe clean it. It's a little dirty, but what I'm concerned with is, you see this? Okay, the seal has given away. So I'm a little concerned about filtration and dirt getting past that. So I think I'm going to go back to the stock setup. So I still have the original box. The whole setup came in, and that'll be heading out on Craigslist. Maybe someone else can put a fancy K&N filter, but for me, I'm going to put all the stock stuff back on. Everything off in reverse. The instructions with these kits will tell you in detail. Just make sure you always hang on to your stock fasteners. When you go put the air box back in, with all the bolts, okay, like on the air scoop, okay, leave it loose. There's one down there for the bottom of the box, one up here on the fender. Leave it loose, okay, that way when you go to snug them down, they adjust properly. Okay. This one never had one. Had no button, no form of locking device or nothing. I've had this car. I took it apart. There was nothing ever there, so don't know what the designer schematic was telling us. What is interesting is when I was getting ready to set the box back in, I dropped the wrench down in here, and I saw this panel, and it does suggest that it had some locking buttons on the inside of the frame. I don't know if you can tell, but I have some buttons, and I'll be remounting that. But I thought that was pretty interesting. Doesn't serve any purpose other than some form of air deflection. I'll keep going. Okay, my air filter will be a K&N replaceable. I'm concerned with all the seals. I think the stock components just provide a better seal. These cars are really designed to last forever, so why not go back to that? I did see some get up on this one as opposed to the paper element, but the AFE gave some more of a sound performance, I think. Okay, simple enough. The box went back in. It's snugged down the hoses. I'll be tightening when I'm done. The PVC valve seated back in properly. All your connections, there's for your sensor wire, there's a little retaining snap down in there. Snaps back into the box. Make sure you do that. There's a couple of clips here that I really think it's for another design of a car. Toyota, you know, I'm sure they use this tube for many different applications. But right here is really the heart of the whole system. Okay, is your mass airflow sensor. So these little screws, don't ever lose those. Get yourself a decent screwdriver and don't rush this, okay? You want to make sure it seats properly and it's clocked in the right position, okay? Okay, the sensor's back in the air box, and another telltale way that everything's going to line up properly is its natural fitting. See how the natural alignment's not twisted another way? And that's it. Okay, got all my tubes tight, all my bolts tight. Even put that little, I don't know if you can tell, the deflector piece I showed you, and it had 3 buttons. Those buttons are really cheap, so you know, get a bag to replace all your engine cover when they break. And I just got to put it all back together. Okay, I have it all put back together. Started right up, nice and smooth. We'll go for another 20,000 miles. Don't know if you can see the mileage, 109,840. I think when I started playing with this car, it was 89,000. So there's proof for 20,000 miles. Okay, so that was the removal of the air intake system, the AFE brand, I believe. Up for sale on Craigslist now.